Every successful practice has a moment no one brags about. It's a miss, a mistake, a setback. Fail Forward is a short series where dentists and practice owners share the failure that forced them to grow and the change that made everything better. This is where progress really begins.
Hi, I'm Meghna Dassani, and here is my Fail Forward story. See, the failure that shaped me as a leader wasn't loud or dramatic. It didn't even happen in one day. It happened quietly, in the small moments that I kept brushing aside. On the outside, my practice looked incredibly successful, right? A busy schedule, a growing team, strong revenue, more airway cases than ever. But inside, I felt like I was unraveling. And the truth is, my biggest failure was that I had accidentally built a business where I was the system. See, every problem came to me. Every decision depended on me. And my team, they were loyal, they were hardworking, and they were and are amazing human beings. But they relied on me for things that they absolutely could have handled on their own. I remember one day so vividly. Within literally 8 minutes of walking through the door, I had 5 different people asking me 5 different questions. Things like insurance codes or lab delays and scanner settings, all the things that I had taught them. Yet somehow I still owned it. That was the moment when it hit me. I wasn't the leader. I was the bottleneck. That is when I realized that while the practice was growing, my life as I knew it was shrinking. I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. I was very close to burnout because I was completely buried under a business that I had created with the best intentions, but with a completely wrong structure. That was my failure. Scaling my practice without scaling myself. I had confused being needed with being valuable, believing that doing more was the same as leading well. But that moment was also my turning point. That was the day that I shifted my mindset from how do I do more to how can all of this run without me? That single shift changed everything. I rebuilt our systems not to be rigid, but to create reliability. I trained my team to think in outcomes instead of tasks. I delegated with clarity instead of guilt. And believe it or not, slowly the interruptions stopped because my team started trusting themselves. And then something beautiful happened. The practice grew, but my stress didn't. The team stepped up and I stepped into actual leadership. Our workflows strengthened, revenue stabilized. The sleep apnea program I teach expanded, and I finally had space again to lead, to think, to breathe, and to be present with my family. More importantly, to build the life that I wanted, not the one that was left over. See, my failure taught me this. If you want a powerful business, you have to stop being the engine and you gotta start being the architect because freedom does not come from doing more. It comes from designing better. I can't tell you how grateful I am for that setback because it forced me to grow into the leader that my practice and my life needed. Thank you so much for inviting me to share my fail forward story.
Before you move on, write down your own fail forward moment, the one that changed how you think, lead, or decide today. And if you're willing, share it inside our Facebook group, the Dental Marketer Society Facebook group. There's going to be a link in the show notes below. And your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear.